Synchronicity University has an incredible jam-packed March season coming up. And for a very limited time, you can choose your tuition rate, 5-week courses with me. I'm finally back after 2 years away, and ZAMBONI Funk and Celeste Brooks. You add to this an incredible speaker series, which includes superstar astrologer Maurice Fernandez. Well, you can see here that there's so much to look forward to and even more. Choose your tuition rate on now at synchronicityuniversity.com. Links are in the description below. Hello, fabulous superstar Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of February 2024. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. Boy, is this a very special time. On the 9th of the month, we are going to have this month's new moon. And the new moon takes place at the foundation of your chart, having to do with your past and your living situation and your family of origin. This new moon has to be understood in the context of what's going on around it, which is basically a party. There's a party brewing. And that is because it isn't just about the new moon on the 9th, but on the 5th, we get Mercury moving here. On the 13th, it's Mars. And it is going to be on the 16th that it's Venus. But that's not all. As these planets enter this brand new part of the sky, they very quickly move to meet your modern ruling planet, Pluto, in the sky. This is huge. This brings with it a lot of intensity, a lot of awareness around how intensity itself and where you feel it is going through a transition, is going through a change. And more areas of your life wake up to an understanding of what has been before, how the past speaks to today and what's happening today and how you feel about what's going on today as well. And so the new moon itself, though, on the 9th, it is speaking in a conversation of tension with Uranus. That represents a surprise a minute. And Uranus being in your opposite sign as well, it does suggest that there are changes at home coming by surprise, very likely oriented towards what's happening within a one-on-one alliance. I may touch on that when we get to love, but yeah, I'll just say it could be a spouse, could be a potential partnership you're looking at. You're becoming very aware of what's actually involved in that, if you were to choose that, and how that might change your living situation, your home circumstances. These are some possible scenarios here. But it does look like you're having to take into consideration someone else and what's going on with them as part of where it is that you feel at home and where it is that you feel you need to be. And so you can see here, new moons bring with them new chapters, new beginnings, new opportunities. Very quick opportunities are likely to present themselves with the square of Uranus, very quickly needing to buy or sell or move or attract a new roommate. Very quickly feeling like you want to be home in some way, whatever that means for you. Feeling as if a home-based business or working with homes has to get not just your attention, perhaps there's a lot of work that pops up, but there's also an intensity, a pouring of yourself taking place there throughout the beginning, right into the middle of the month, as well as planets move in here and connect with your modern ruling planet, Pluto. And so what's happening on the home front, the foundations of your life, is going to get a lot of your focus and attention now. And it might just be feeling at home within yourself, within your body, within your skin, feeling like you found home and now feeling almost obsessed as to how it is you're going to make it happen for yourself. It could also be a whole other way of understanding your past in a way that frees you. It stirs a lot of emotion, but can also serve as a divine cleansing at this time. Now, I'm going to add an additional layer here. As I mentioned, it is the 13th of the month that Mars, your ancient ruling planet, will move in here. The following day will connect and meet your modern ruling planet Pluto in the sky. This just might be one of the most important moments of 2024 for you. This is a once in 2 year meeting. And when it takes place, something within you feels like it comes together. Like you realize what parts of the past matter, but also which ones don't anymore. You realize some truths about yourself, who you are today, and you realize something about where it is you're evolving towards and where what you've been through is helping you or hindering you along that way. But more than anything, I see this as a point and a moment of power for you, where you feel more integrated within, like you're living more holistically. You understand how the larger pieces of your life fit together. Considering that this is happening at the foundation of your chart, this once in every 2 year meeting, you're going to have about 20 years of this meeting happening at the foundation of your chart in the years ahead. And so this is an important moment. This is the first one of these two here. And it represents something within you really feeling like it comes together, but it's well rooted. Or if you are not well rooted, you will see that. You'll be able to acknowledge it, and you'll be able to figure out what your truth is so that you can feel more at home within your body, within your skin, more at home right where you are, or at least make peace with the past so that you can be more in the present today. The 24th of the month brings this month's full moon. The full moon happens in a friendship part of your sky. This is super exciting. This part of the sky has to do with social events and connecting with others on a level of friendship, yes, but also professional group endeavors are covered here as well. What I love about this full moon is that it is speaking in supreme harmony with Jupiter in your opposite sign. What wonderful social activity is taking place. It is just so lovely. Saturn and Mercury are across the sky from this full moon, which tells me that there are still practical considerations that you may have to look at. And what is going to be most relevant now is, okay, here are my friends. Here are these wonderful things I want to do, but here's where my heart is. And this is what my heart is calling me to do. Where is it that it feels like they're not working together? Where is it that they're on opposite ends? What is genuinely fun and joyous for you? And where do you feel like that's not being understood, or you can't really bring that to a certain group dynamic? You'll find your right answers, but there may be a need to balance the joy, the fun, the connections with some real responsibilities that might be there as well. Now, I am going to add on February 19th, we're going to have the divine meeting of the North Node and Chiron in the sky. This is huge. These two getting together represents a moment of a doorway opening, and truly healing moments enter. People, places, things, situations. They may hype up vulnerability. They may have you feeling very exposed. And yet, a part of you will know if that's the direction you're meant to go, if that's where your work is. It's like a challenge, but you know it's good for you. This meeting is taking place in a part of the sky for you that has to do with your daily life. So these moments of vulnerability and new people coming in, it's your workplace, your clients, customers, coworkers, but places you frequent in general. Because Chiron is the healer, and this part of the sky has to do with taking the best of care of you, this could represent a real moment of understanding of what you need to do to be a healer to yourself. That might awaken for you in some way as part of moving towards a greater overall sense of well-being now. Now, where it comes to matters of love, I am going to talk about the new moon and the full moon because I think the partners in your life in some way are going to be activated here. With the new moon, with Uranus in your opposite sign squaring that new moon, if you live with this person or want to live with this person, wow, that's really where it feels as if there's work to get on the same page. With the full moon, partnerships seem to be working really well. Your friend, your partner, all of it works really beautifully together now. But with Saturn in that heart-oriented part of the sky, You're also asking yourself important questions in the context of love, but at least there's some negotiation happening there. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, the new moon, it could be someone from your past showing up now. It may feel uncomfortable. It may feel uncertain. You'll figure out the right answers for you, but yeah, you may need to pace yourself a little bit at this time. And some very strong feeling and even old resentments might stir if that were to happen. However, what we also have, of course, is that full moon, social and easy, where it is that you're having fun with friends. You could meet people with real long-term potential. There still might be a sense of you looking at the pains of the past in love, but there's every reason for hope here. For those of you just starting to date someone, the new moon energy is about maybe sharing too much about your past or learning too much about theirs. And it can feel as if there's a sense that you learn something that you don't feel very good about, or maybe you share something with them and you feel that maybe you shouldn't have said that. It has you feeling uncomfortable in some way. You feel like they're seeing you differently as a result. And so pace yourself at this time. I think whatever comes forward, there's a very spontaneous quality, but it could be a big game changer now. As we get to the full moon, though, if this is someone you're still navigating forward with, at least the energy is a little lighter. You're willing to compromise. You're looking at the reality of who this person is from a more balanced perspective, but also nurturing a genuine sense of companionship. For those of you in an established bond, the energy at the new moon around the 9th, yeah, you and your partner might not be on the same page where it comes to where you're living, how you're decorating. These factors might come into focus in some way. However, as we navigate to that full moon, there's a real sense of connection on a level of friendship and understanding that I think is going to be really nice for your established bond. Now, if it is that you have felt for a while that maybe you're not with the right person for you, the first half of the month, that feeling stirs very strongly for you now. However, as we navigate towards the end of the month, at least you're able to communicate from a place of genuine friendship, even if it's hard, speaking the difficult voices of your heart to figure out the next best step for you. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. I am going to say, I love the full moon energy around the 24th. Wow, it's very special because it has that healing burst of energy from Jupiter. I think it is encouraging. But I think the most important moment for you actually is going to be that meeting of Mars and Pluto in the middle of the month. Your ancient ruling planet and your modern ruling planet getting together now. This is about a real sense of wholeness happening for you. You're able to bring the best of your past, but also have an eye towards all it is that you are becoming. And that perspective feels really exciting. Thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month. Would choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Links are in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.